nine, eight, seven, six, five, four, three, two, one.
Hi, I'm live. Good evening to all of you. This is Cynthia here again, going live in Sabah, Malaysia. My time here is 9:30 p.m. on a Friday night. And thank you so much again for all of you checking in live or also watching my replay later. Thank you for supporting. And today is the fifth day already of my Go Live journey. And I really would like to say I really appreciate all the support that you all have given throughout this days. And today is Friday. Normally, Friday is TGIF day. Thank God it's Friday, and everybody should be chilling at home or having drinks with friends outside. But for those of you who are here with me live, I really really appreciate for the support. And today, my topic would be, my transformation. I'll be sharing about my transformation since I joined this this digital business. Um, I would like to say that, since it was actually quite a journey because I have been in this digital business for 11 months now. And maybe perhaps I would say the biggest achievement that I've got or the biggest transformation was myself, which is my self development as a person, learning skills and also improving myself as really as a person, as a whole, as a person. Um, because we, I am actually, originally, I am a very, I'm a perfectionist and pretty OCD as well, which when I put my heart to do something, I really, really wanted to do my best, and I will not give up until it's done properly. And I am those kind of person that when I want to do things, uh, I would try to do everything by myself. I don't want anybody's help because I don't want to, like burden people. That is my kind of, I'm the kind of person. And most of the time, there is also, advantages and disadvantages when people like me having this kind of attitude or character. Because I end up a lot of time beating myself up because when things that I wanted so much to do or achieve and I can't do it or I didn't get to achieve it, right? I will start beating myself up. So, but when I get into this business, I learned that, instead of beating myself up every time when I don't see results or when I don't achieve something or when I don't get things done, I learned to, accept my weakness as it is. But instead of beating myself up, I learn how to improve myself. I learn how that I can become better and also take in advice and people's opinions and all that. Last time I used to be very hard-headed and stubborn. I just go straight ahead and I don't look anywhere and I don't take anybody's opinion or whatever. I just focus on myself. So I think that is like, sometimes it could be, when I'm too straightforward, it actually quite kind of not good actually, right? So I'm glad that when I came into this business, I learned how to accept myself as myself instead of always pushing myself to a corner and beating myself up when things doesn't work out. So now I look at things more openly and I accept opinions and accept advices. That's how I can get to improve. And that is one of my achievement and transformation. And another thing is I am personally a very positive-minded person because I don't like negative thinking and all that. I am a very positive person and also a very determined person. I would actually admit that that is my strength and that is one of the good thing about myself. That is the reason why I don't get how do you say easily being negative or whatever. I I I know how to, think things positively. That is one thing good about me. But but when I come into this business, I think my greatest strength is that I am pretty independent in a way that because I don't I wouldn't be someone that always needs my mentor or my coach to to like how you say uh, tell me it's okay, don't worry, everybody is having their hard time as well and all these things. Because I am a very positive person, so I don't give up easily. That's why I also always tell my mentor, you don't have to worry so much about me being negative because I will not be negative. It's just that I have now learned to accept opinions and all that. So it's more better than always beating myself up. So I don't do that anymore. And another thing is in terms of self-development, what is the biggest transformation is I learned a lot of skills in technology wise. I am a non-tech savvy person for your info, even though I have been working in the corporate world for almost 3 decades. I only do the normal office things. But when it comes to, but when I joined this business, I totally have no idea what is, advertising, creating, designing, editing, and all these things. Those were all used to be jargons to me, but now it become my second language. I have, learned how to um, create and design my page, my posters, for social media postings. I even learn how to create contents, and these are things that really, it's really an achievement, a big transformation because I don't get to do all those things, and from and in advertising. I never do advertising before because I'm not in that field. But when I came into this business, I learned how to advertise. I learned how to, do social media, advertising, from Facebook to YouTube, to Instagram and TikTok, Reels and all that, right? And even learn how to, do targeting, reading data and analyzing the data, and all that, and even studying demographics and interest. So this kind of things doesn't apply to me at all last time. But when I came into here, I really, really picked up all these things step by step through the trainings. And this is the most beautiful thing, and I can tell you these are all priceless because um, our life, we never stop learning, right? But if you don't venture into something new, you will never learn anything. And that is how, this business actually really developed me as a person. I really improved in terms of, um, from zero knowledge of all these things, I become not pro, but I, I, I at least I can handle it myself now. I don't need to go out and find people, source people to to do it for me and pay money, right? These are all these things that is really, really, you can pick it up and learn as long as you are willing to learn. And in this business, as long as really you are willing to learn, you are coachable. All those things are lined up for you. All those things are given to you free, and it's always updated. And I even learned how to edit my video. I even produce my own scripts and all that, and inserting graphics, inserting special effects into my video. I'm like sounding like wow. Suddenly I become a video producer already or something like that. And then I don't used to go live, talk to people live, on my social media like now. I don't used to do that really. I was a Facebook I was a Facebook person last time, but never do live before, never ever press that live button before. But since I joined this business, I came out of my comfort zone. I know it's not easy, but I told myself I have to do it. I have to do it because everybody is doing it, and I have to conquer this fear. And I just press and I just do. I still remember my first go live was the 30 days challenge on things of telling people things about me. 30 days. And still remember the first 10 days was, oh my gosh, I don't even dare to touch any button anywhere because I'm so scared that once I touch something, the whole screen will go black out or anything like that. But as I go along, these are the skills, and I become better. I become more, how you say, more friendlier to the camera. I become more natural. I think, now even in these 10 days go live, the first day I will still feel awkward a little bit, but as the days goes by, I get better, and I can also feel that, I can talk better also, and and yeah, I also try to conduct interviews and try to, have business partners coming in so that I can interact with them. I try to I try to reach, a breakthrough for myself where I can create milestones when I'm in this business. And it's really a transformation for myself. And as you all know, this is really a people's business. So, we came into this community, knowing nobody actually besides my mentor and the coach who did my coaching call, right? But when I came in here, everybody was so friendly and everybody is so open and so willing to help that, I learned how to love myself more because seeing all of them, they are struggling as well, but they are so willing to help. And that gives me and empower me that I wanted to do the same. I wanted to do the same for the people who come in through me, through my website, and through my inspiration. And I want to guide them as well and mentor them, just like my mentor and my coach did, for me. And this is really an amazing business. And these are my transformation. So I hope that, with my little bit of transformation, I am able to inspire you. Of course, I another thing also I would like to add is that I also become I learned how to have a more entrepreneur mindset because a lot of times when we have buyers or leads coming in, but not necessarily everybody will join us. And if we don't have that proper mindset, right, and that strong mindset, a lot of us will actually, tends to give up or tends to break down and feels that, this doesn't work and they want to give up. But I have learned how to overcome all this as my days goes by in this journey. And this is also one of the transformation that I have achieved. I mean, all these things are true experience, and as long as we keep on learning and open ourselves to learn, and I'm sure everybody is so willing to help in this community. That's why I would really love for you all who are watching, and those of you who are still pondering or thinking what this business is, do click on this link, this link here down here, put in your sign in with your registration, register with your name and your email and watch that free 90 minutes webinar because you will find you could find something that interests you and it might suit you or it might not maybe it might not be right, but who knows, right? If you don't sign up you will never know because seeing me, right? I hope I can inspire you because before that, I was just a normal housewife, only know how to bake after being laid off from my job. But now, I'm a digital business entrepreneur and I can even help to mentor people just like you and me in this business. So I hope that you will also take up this journey with us and join our community and try and change your life from here. Um, today's sharing will be until here, right? For tomorrow and Saturday and Sunday, we won't be having any sessions, so we will take a break for the weekend, and I'll see you again next Monday. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, I will be having a 3 days live interview with my business partners that is around the world, right? I'll bring them in and let them share their stories and hope they will also be able to inspire you and let you have more information and insights of this business community. And after that, we will have another 2 more days of sharing based on my perspective. And after that, we will end our sessions of 10 days go live. So I hope that you will find all this entertaining and informative, right? And I hope you all have a great weekend. And thank you so much for tuning in. Before that, perhaps today I will try to look at those people that is online with me now, so I can say thank you. Hi, David from Sydney, and Luciana, Rebecca. Thank you so much. Yan Khan, Susie, Miyako from Germany. Wow, thank you so much for your time and checking in. And yes, I also have Martin from Vienna. Wow. And yes, I have people from Sydney. Dave is from Sydney and Canada. Wow, thank you so much. I even have Elena here from Cambodia. Hi, Elena. Thank you so much to all of you who are here with me tonight on my live. And I really appreciate all the support. I'll see you all next Monday. Thank you. Bye. Good night.